What is up, my good people? Y'all already know fashionably late, but it's okay. I was still handling early business. The early business is taken care of. Got to handle a little more business when I get up out of here. But you guys already know what time it is. Welcome to another edition of Wake Impact on a Thursday morning on NFL Combine Thursday morning. First official day of the Combine, y'all. I do understand that it take them time to set up shop and do all that. Motherfuckers been in, at the Combine for a few days now, but I think today is the actual first day we get to see some of these players live, running in their draws, doing drills and shit like that. Kind of damn near like a beauty pageantry sometimes, man. Measuring every inch of people, measuring their hands, measuring their leg length, all kind of shit. Broad jump, this and that, to display their athletic ability, right? So, but we got to be alarmed too. First of all, let's see you in the motherfucking building. Shout out to my boy Zane Strong, man. Good morning, everybody, man. You already know what's going down. Definitely, that is huge. Yeah, what was that, bro? Like reconstruction or some shit. You guys be prepared. Like Scar say, and Lion King, be prepared. Be prepared for a lot of adjustments, man. We gotta let Russ cook. We gotta let Russ Ball cook. So be expecting a few contract adjustments. Bakhtiari actually, it was said he may take one, but again, it's all been said that he's going to be gone, so we don't know what's going to happen with him. Then I heard shit saying that, we might as well keep him because of this and that. So again, the decision will be made on David too. But we're here to talk about the Combine. So again, man, it's cool. Just like the relative athlete score, Wonderlic test, cognitive, all this shit, right? What are we really judging though? What are they really looking at? They're looking at football players, okay? So again, as I always say, analytics, RAS, Wonderlic, cognitive test, all that is cool, It may help to a certain extent, but at this point in time, all these dudes is ballers, man. And for me, my lifetime as a football fan, the best way I can assess somebody is blue 42, blue 58, green 18, downset hut, and then what do you do after that? Until that whistle blows. That's where a football player should be judged at. Now, I ain't hating on the Combine because you do have some stories, where nobody was looking at set player or nobody was looking at type player. He goes out there, runs a 4.3 40, fucking, I don't know, 3.9 cone, 3-cone drill, broad jump, all that, passes all the tests, but then when downset hut happens, what I'm saying, all hell breaks loose and they don't do what they do, And again, some of these drills do not directly translate to the field. A la one of the most important drills out there. Okay. I didn't read nothing about that, but I did, read something positive close to that. So, hey, if we could get David back, man, again, we're better off with him than without him. And we're better off with him at 80% than without him. But, all the sitting he's done, and even when we did see him, what I'm saying? So, you already know how it goes. Brandy Lewis in the building. Kenny Clark. Hey, Brandy going to back up one of her favorite players, man. Brandy like Big KC. She got the big 9-7 jersey. So had a sub-8 score on the RAS Combine, and is not everything. Absolutely is not everything, Brandy Lewis. Just this morning, I was listening to Chad Johnson, a.k.a. Chad Ochocinco, Shannon Sharp. Listening to both of them this morning, they were laughing at their Combine, scores because they both were horrible. Did that translate in the NFL? No. Okay, that's why I told you guys, use this for reference. But again, the most popular drill in the combine, what does everybody want to know? What's his 40 time? Well, seriously, how does a 40 time translate to the football field at any time? In a 40, you can get a faster 40 time just by technique, okay? But when do people do the actual movement of a 40 time in the football game? Unless they caught the ball and they got a 40-yard straight to go get a touchdown. But, 40s can be tricky too. I told you guys. Linebacker on my team, one of my teams in high school, slowest 40 ever, but he had the mind, right? So he didn't have to be fast because he did a lot of studying. He knew the game and he knew where the ball was going to go before everybody else did. When the play is about to start, he's already running towards the way that the play should be going for the run. And normally he was right about that. So again, be careful, you guys, about these scores. Shout out to John Ross, wide receiver, LA kid too, ended up playing for the Bengals. I don't know where he is now, but he made a lot of noise in a combine, right? Came through, ran a terrific 40. He's out there catching everything. Did he have a good NFL career? It was decent, but if y'all was looking at the combine, what he was doing then, y'all would have thought he would have ended up being a lot better. And then again, hey, shout out to John Ross. Great career. I believe he's one of them other ones that played for the Snoop Dogg League. So, shout out to him. This ain't to down him. This is just to show everybody that, it's cool to watch. It looks cool. All these drills and people catching. First of all, ain't no play being called. Second of all, ain't no pads on. Third of all, it's just the most generic kind of stuff that they're doing. It is not scheme specific. Sorry. It's not team specific. So again, reference, yeah. You want to, the most I can say coming out of a combine, first of all, like I told you, at this point in time, the scout teams and all that, the first round of the draft, pretty much the first 2 rounds of the draft are pretty much, we don't know what direct order we're going to go in, but they got a good idea of the players. Definitely that's going to be first rounders, top 10. And half of them don't even go to the combine, right? So the combine is good for Joe Blow who, hey, like a Christian Watson, right? North Dakota State, probably not too many people seeing them, but you're going to go out there, a whole 6'4", go out there blazing speed, and then put the NFL on notice. Have certain scouts say, oh, we missed that player. Who was that? So the combine is good for shit like that. But let's not take this as an end-all, be-all, because, again, it makes no sense. And some people skip the combine and just says, oh, I'll see you at my pro day. Some people don't even do that. Some people like, man, look at my college film. I'm a football player. So, again, just be careful watching this. Shout out to John Boehner, man. You already know. Yeah, y'all see John Boehner in the building. Hit that like button, please. Oh, of course. And then again, Brandy, the NFL more so. Again, we know everybody's talented. The NFL is more as who gets coached up, who has the individual discipline to get where they need to get. That's a whole nother story too. Yeah. And then again, Devontae might have been 6.5 at that point in time until he was under the tutelation, if that's a word, tutelage, whatever the fuck you want to call it, of the Packers organization for him to come in and be on that jugs machine with Randall Cobb, James Jones, whoever the fuck else he was around. So, even like you could have a guy that scores low and all this shit, but it wasn't no schematics, involved with this. Again, some of these drills and some of this shit, it just doesn't translate. I'm sorry. These are not football moves. Even like I said, the 40. The only easiest way to translate a 40 to the NFL is if somebody caught the ball and then they're taking off. But that's not even true. A 40 is all about technique, man. You have to, the get off is important. Your stance is important. All that shit has nothing to do with football, bro. Again, good reference to know a motherfucker's fast is always good, valuable information. To know a motherfucker's fingertips are 2 inches longer than the other person's. Like, are we really going to draft this dude where his fingertips is 2 inches longer? What is it? Can he swipe the ball? You need that extra 2 inches. It is a game of inches, okay? I can't back off and say something like this because I did say with Devondre and Quay being in the middle, both being 6'4", and both having wingspans and can go sideline to sideline, longer arms does help in that situation. But I'm saying when you got player one and player B, is you really going to play player B over this player just because he has 2 inches more on his fingertip? You know, that's the kind of drills they be doing. You know, bench press with the big boys, even when it comes to that, I mean, you can probably see their stamina, but how often, you know, for linemen now, bench pressing does translate to the linemen, you know, stuff they do. So some of this stuff does translate, and to track it is good. But again, a lineman could not be the best bench presser, but be able to use his body weight and use leverage against his opponents. He ain't got to be stronger. So, you know, I'm just saying, hey, watch it for fun, but just be careful. Don't see somebody, oh, they knocked the combine out. Do not think that they can just come in the NFL and do the same shit. These are drills, no schemes attached to it. I mean, everybody look good in shorts, right? Oh, we're going to be doing a lot of that, Zane. And, you know, that seems like it's going to be one of the picks that we do. Shout out to GOAT Mike, man. Well, shit, if we got all that in this draft, GOAT Mike, I think we'll be fine. But I think what we've been doing for the past 3-4 years in our draft is equivalent to a Quay, Jair, and Aaron Jones. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying those direct positions, but I'm saying we've gotten, you know, an influx of talent over the past few years who is really going to help this team for the years to come. Yeah, for real. For real. That's what I'm saying. Like, man, what else? Hey, what's next? You already got these dudes half naked on the stage. Would you gonna start measuring their toenails and shit? Like, for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, I get it. It's cool, but sometimes it looks a little freaky, man. You got all these dudes just standing up, getting measured. It's like, what the hell is this about? What's about to happen? An orgy? Hell yeah. Shout out to Go Mike. Exactly. Like, all of this shit they're doing, these drills and all that, they don't have a motherfucker in their face. They didn't just get a play called and got to remember to be in this spot or that spot. They don't have to communicate with their other teammates. These are just drills, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Let's not get out of hand. Again, Shannon Sharp, Chad Ochocinco was just laughing at how their scores were because it doesn't translate. You know, y'all seen Aaron Rodgers run a 40. Y'all seen Tom Brady run a 40. Didn't look good. Okay, but what happened when they got on that field? And you know, oh yeah, for sure. You know, Brandy's a jokester. That's one of those positions, angry casual fan, where now when you hit, you know, they're one of the most important positions in the game. You know, but I understand what you're saying. Like what I hear coming from you, angry casual fan, is what I was saying a couple years ago. It's cool to get them, but I'm tired of project players, right? We did Rashawn. We knew we would have to wait. LVN to an extent, we knew we would have to wait. But at least we got guys like Quay. Down one, snap one's been in there doing good, you know? Carrington Valentine, hey, not down one, snap one, but when his number was called, the moment wasn't too big for him. You know what I'm saying? And now he can be, you know, we gotta start mentioning him too. We always, we need a corner. We need a corner. Well, Valentine. I mean, I think what was given to them in the situation that they was put in, I think they flourished. So let's give Valentine a little more love to let's expect him to have a second year leap. You know, we didn't expect him to do what he did this year. So we got to expect better from him next year. Yeah, man, we gotta appease Coach Half, man. You know, we bring in Coach Halfley, and it's like we already got some cornerstones. You probably do like a few of the players we have on this team, but Coach Half, is this safety somebody you familiar with? You just was in college last year. What do you know about him? Oh, is this corner? What about this corner? You played him last year, Halfley. How's his game? Should we be drafting him? You know what I'm saying? For sure, but right now, y'all, seriously, man, I think we need to hit at safety. Oh, yeah, see, a lot of people did that. There's people on video. Quay Walker, who is this? It don't matter who he is. Look at his film. Look at what he could do. And Quay Walker has progressed every year to the point where they put the green dot on his helmet this year, and he was calling plays whenever he was in there, you know. First, that was Devondre. It just seems like they're getting ready to push Quay in that leader role, that first linebacker role, and now Quay is going to be able to teach. whoever comes under him. So I do think we will be getting a linebacker at some point, especially with running a 4-3 now. We need more bodies in the front seven, front eight sometimes. Again, man, I seriously think he's a guy who does it pertaining to the game plan. It depends on who we're playing. That's why I like the flexibility of Hafley. Yes, we know his base, you know what I'm saying? But again, if he has to do some zone, I'm sure he's going to do it. But yeah, we can't expect him to be in man more than he is in zone. What everybody likes to say is press man. But I don't think he's going to do press man as much as we think. We just so traumatized from Joe Barry, the way he used to run shit, that we just want somebody to come in and press every play. But that's not going to happen either. And Brandy, we are pretty much in position to do that. You know, we do have glaring needs, right? I would say safety, right? And after the safety, then best player on the board. But then again, it depends on how the shit falls, right? But I think we really need a safety. But like I told y'all, who knows what Coach Hafley sees in the guys that we already has. He may be like, Rudy Ford has the qualities to do what I need him to do. We don't know that. That's why, again, this is an audition, y'all, for players. Like whenever a new DC comes in, everybody has a clean slate. He don't know him. He don't know him. He might have known, yeah, this guy was a starter last year, but that don't mean he's going to start for me. He got to prove to me that he can, play post safety. He got to prove to me that he can play press man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're right, man. And I know Packer fans, even franchises outside of us, would think that we're batshit crazy to get another quarterback, but that's just the Goot way, man. But I think that is kind of just smoke and mirrors. But again, when there's smoke, it could be fire. But we got to give, I think Sean Clifford, again, we've heard good about Sean Clifford. Not that he's, again, Matt Flynn-esque, right? He could probably come in for a game and, have a competitive game for us. And this is all, God forbid, J Love has any injury issues. But J Love is a big, strong hog, a whole 6'4", and he's getting better. He probably training right now. Y'all know how motivated J Love is, and we're going to protect him this year. So we're going to be all right. He definitely needs a partner in crime, and hopefully one that doesn't snitch. Hopefully one that, hey, don't do the crime if you can't do the time, man. But again, once the Packers do this, we like digging into certain colleges, certain organizations. We've been on a Georgia kind of grind lately, and we might get a safety from Georgia. We might get a linebacker from Georgia, another one. So we'll see. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, and that's the good thing about coaching. Some coaches is like, okay, yeah, he's going to play this, no matter what. But Hafley doesn't seem to be that way. Again, just like Matt LaFleur. Matt LaFleur, why did receivers every week with Matt LaFleur, you had another hero every different week? Why? Because he schemed them up. He's like, okay, this is what they do here. Wicks, this is your time to shine because they weak in this point right here. Next game, we doing this here. Hey, Jaden Reed, this is your game because they can't cover this and that. You know what I'm saying? Every week, Bo Melton, like every week we had a new receiver. You know what I'm saying? That's because Matt LaFleur attacks where the areas that need to be attacked. When we had Devontae and Aaron Rodgers, they didn't attack. They just, forced the ball to Devontae. Aaron said it. He said Devontae is 80% of the offense. Like when you say that, you just give everything up. That means he's just looking at him every play. You know what I'm saying? And that could sway him away from going through his regular progressions. You know what I'm saying? What's the classic thing? He throws to a double Devontae. I forgot who it was. Was it Lazard or MBS? Wide fucking open. Now, would they have caught it? We still don't know, but at least we could have that chance. Throw it into a double covered Devontae. Was it a pick? Something happened. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, it's normal if you're a passionate fan. I kind of like don't do it anymore, but there's even certain games where I get a little, bubbly, bubble guts or butterflies. And, so yeah, that's totally natural. But for the draft, no, especially how the way we've been drafting the past 3-4 years, I'm going to give me a cocktail, sit the fuck back and see what Goot is thinking about, and again, our people are at work right now, right? You know, this is the time of year. You know, we always training camp and then going into September and we're looking and paying attention to that after the draft. But now is where motherfuckers getting paid that we don't know. The small names are scouts, Gudikins, whoever else, even the coaching staff to a certain extent. This is the time where they're looking and finding hidden gems. You know, we might not drafted a Christian Watson if Goot and Matt LaFleur didn't see him at the Senior Bowl. And Matt LaFleur said he noticed him because, you know, of his cocky attitude that kind of turned him off, right? But then, you know, he was familiar with him, ended up drafting him. You know what I'm saying? Other good, you know, just stories about the combine. Zadarius Smith and Preston Smith. When they first came together in Green Bay, the people was like, man, y'all like brothers. Like, how y'all get along so well? Y'all knew each other before? And they was like, well, yeah, actually, you know, we got drafted the same year. And clearly they got the same last name. So when they were in the combine, they were normally behind and in front of each other. You know, so it's crazy how at that point they were there the whole time at the combine. Then years later, they end up working together and introducing the D train and introducing a historic free agency period for the Packers. Now, did we get a ring out of it? No, but Adrian Amos, Billy Turner, Preston, and Zadarius Smith that year was we were really, hey, if we could have another one of those type years in free agency, watch the fuck out. But, you know, we focus on the draft right now. Nah, I don't think he missed there. First of all, it's far too early to say, you know, you missed after 1 year. It's just too early. And then opportunity. Valentine had more of an opportunity than Luke did, right? Because we had a healthy Rashawn Gary, JJ Ingabare, Uncle P. There's guys in front of him, right? Valentine just had to go out there. Stokes hurt. Jair played half the season. Rasul Douglas gets traded. So, you know, two different stories. You know what I'm saying? What you got to do is look at the shit that Luke did do. I've seen a few pursuits of him on one side of the field, and he makes the tackle on the other side of the field. I've seen enough flashes in Van Ness's game. You know, I've seen enough flashes in his game to where, again, like I said, another project player. Now, he won't take as long as Rashawn. It took Rashawn a good 3 years to get it together. But then again, we just got Preston and Zadarius. We didn't need him to do it. So expect Van Ness to have a better season. And then again, not everybody just picks it up like everybody. Come in as a rookie, you got to start being able to deal with the physicality as a defensive lineman. You know, that's a lot tougher than just using your speed and finesse as a corner. I mean, corner and all that gets physical too, but D linemen normally take a little longer to get it together, just like Devontae Wyatt, because you got these big boys on you now. You got these grown men with mortgages. I told you, it's different from being in college where you playing against dudes who ain't even going to be in the NFL. You got offensive linemen who 6-7 years in the game. They are not about to let no fresh booty ass rookie come in and dictate anything. So you got to think these guys are going to get it together. Hey, I haven't even got to that point yet, Zane. I ain't never played with Sean Clifford in Madden, but shit, him and J Love got to be close with the way they be doing J Love. Hey, the bowl been in my hand for so long. Shout out to Zane Strong. I'm about to hit it right now. My boy in the motherfucking building, man. Shout out to Gooseby, man. Shout out to 215, man. Shout out to the whole Philly over there, man. Shout out to all my Akis over there, man. They be drawing. You know, don't say that, Zane. You know, me and Zane normally say unpopular things. You know, me and Zane was screaming Joe Barry when nobody would want to scream it. Zane been talking about Isaiah McDuffie before people been talking about McDuffie. And I'm just saying, y'all, MVS fits. Clearly he fits. We drafted him. We know a lot about him. And he knows the system. He knows a quarterback. And he won't be that expensive. Again, I ain't going to mention it and campaign for it. But if we were to get MVS back, I wouldn't be mad. And he could come back over like, yeah, nigga, I got 2 rings. What y'all got to say? You can say all you want. Y'all know me, but I went over there and got 2 rings. That's some kind of experience. You don't think 2 Super Bowl runs from a wide receiver, you don't think that MVS could give any kind of knowledge to these guys? And again, he's already cool with them. We know he's not going to be a locker room problem or nothing like that. So, you know. Okay, so we got the big boys today. So OG, Dark Gable, yeah, I've been trying to tell them like, hey, it's cool to look at, but it ain't the end all be all watching these dudes in some draws, running routes and doing all that. There's no pads on, no play got called. You didn't just get your bell rung and now you got to go back out there. You're not tired, like this just a beauty pageantry, dude, for real. Oh yeah, like for real. Like it's gonna be crazy in the preseason, and people are gonna be like, "Oh, Packers are overdoing it." No, these are just a third and fourth string people. Hey, Dubose might go in there and catch a tubby. Hey, we seen what Emmanuel Wilson did. I'll be excited for the preseason. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Hey, do your thing, man. Do your thing, bro. Come back for the replay. Shout out to John Bain and thank you for coming through, man. Well, yeah. Hey, even his name, Mother Brother Sucker. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro. But you always got that player on the team, man. Me playing football my whole life, you always got that MVS type guy where when he makes the catch and it's complete and he makes a big play, everybody's even more happier because they know that other kind of play is coming. You know what I'm saying? So you take the good with the bad. The Chiefs took the good with the bad for 2 years, and at the critical times, he might not have had a great game, but at the critical times, MVS caught touchdowns in the Super Bowl. He caught touchdowns in the playoff run leading up to the Super Bowl. He did a lot of that. And let's not forget Tampa Bay, when we lost the NFC Championship, if we were to win that, go look at MVS's numbers in that game. He would have been a Green Bay legend, and he probably would have got an extension, you know what I'm saying, just from his play, y'all. Savage, too. Let's not do Savage like that. Hey, change the game in Dallas. Had a chance to do it in Frisco. Didn't come down with it. You got to know he's going to be thinking about that. And I don't know if Savage, if we get him and if we bring him back, I don't know if he's going to be dropping too many picks like that again. I'm sure he is still thinking about that. Trust me. Yeah, that's what they've been saying. He said it without saying it. Again, that's my birthday twin. I have I got a special place in my heart for David. And I would exercise every option with him until he's gone. We've already waited this long. So let's just see what the fuck happens. And then again, I don't know if you guys are like a what have you done for me lately type people, but every time we see David, he looks awesome, y'all. Let's not forget that. Hell yeah, definitely, man. Hey, shout out to Milto, man. You already know John Bannon just left. Milto's in the building now. You still got to hit that like button if you didn't, man. For sure, yes. Uncle P, again, leader. Still, hey, can seal the run and still can pass rush, man. Again, and for what we paying him, I'll take it. And you can't doubt leadership, man. That's what I'm saying, man. For real. I call it like a beauty pageantry. Y'all just walking up and just showing how pretty you are, how fast you can run. Again, we could get friends, but still. Yeah, those are the plays that Brandy is talking about. Brandy's made up new curse words for some of the shit MVS did out there. But like I said, man, you gotta take the good with the bad. And like I said, MVS probably won't be playing at the clip that he was playing with us before to make those mistakes. You know what I'm saying? We got a good rotation of receivers. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying it'll be a cheap deal. NFL really loves familiarity. Again, Mecole Hardman was with the Chiefs, right? They cut him. Clearly, he wasn't good enough to be with the Chiefs at that time. He goes to New York, gets cut. What do you know? Chiefs, oh, we know you. We familiar with you. We know you're good. We drafted you. That was just a business decision. Whatever, go on, come back, So I don't know. We'll see. Again, I'm not campaigning or asking for MVS, but if he was to come, I wouldn't be mad. Fair. That's fair, Blake. I can't disagree to that. That's fair. Hey, my bro. Many, many, many more to come. You know the old saying they used to say, where we come from, Dark Gable, man, if you make it, hey, if you have a 21st birthday, you made it. Ain't that a bitch? Hey, I'm glad I surpassed that so long ago, but there is so many buddies I had, people I knew who died before their 18th birthday, 19th birthday, 20th birthday. I'd had homies die when we was 16. I'm like, he ain't even get no pussy yet. I'm like, he ain't even never felt it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, rest in peace to everybody. Yeah, for sure. For sure. And again, those are the cars that we kind of keep too long. Like I told y'all the story about the homie. I'm like, bro, he keep trying to fix this bucket. I'm like, bro, let it go. As soon as he let it go, he gets something good. I'm like, see? I'm like, you fucking with that shit. Oh, that I said, you blocking me from getting your new car, man. Let it go. Just let it go, bro. You got lifts out there. You got the bus. You can walk for a day, a week or two. There's other ways to do it, but drop this bad habit because you're going to the mechanic every other month, paying $1,200, paying this, paying that. I'm like, you could have had another car by then. He finally listens, and then he's rolling now. But yeah, great analogy on there, man. But yeah, shout out to my boy Dark Gable, man. Many motherfucking more to come. Yeah, for real. For real, for real. So yeah, man. Hey, let's all wish my boy, man, Dark Gable, a happy motherfucking birthday. And I think we're gonna end it on that, y'all. I got a busy day today. Gotta get up out of here. Try to make it home in time to make me some other type content, man. But thank you all for coming through. Happy birthday to my boy, man. For sure, many more to come. Hey, how you a sip? How you a sip? How you a drink? You all, we family over here. You know what I'm saying? And look, this for my boy Dark Gable, man. We gonna end this shit and get my boy. Hey, some call it a bucket, some call it a lemon, some call it a, what we used to call that shit, Pintos or whatever. But anyway, yeah, man, this hit was for you, Dark Gable. Happy birthday, many more to come. And on that note, I'm out. Y'all already know what time it is. Happy birthday to my boy Dark Gable, man. Hey, LA native, man. So, take it to the dome. I am. Hey, I'm gonna take a little swiggy too. I ain't gonna tell y'all what's in here, but it's spiked. How about that? But yeah, I'm out. Y'all know what time it is. Shout out to Blake 22, man. Shout out to my boy Dark Gable again. Happy birthday, Brandy Lewis, of course. Hell yeah, West. Shout out to my boy Gooseby for coming through, man, for sure. Good to see you, man. Shout out to Blake 22. Shout out to, if I forgot about you, I didn't forget about you. Shout out to John Bainan. Shout out to Milto. Shout out to the Angry Casual fan, my boy. Your twin ain't here today, but it's all good. He'll probably be back tomorrow. Zane Strong, of course. Goat Mike came through. John Bain and Brandy Lewis, everybody. Again, if I forgot about you, I didn't forget about you. But thank y'all. Hey, go watch the combine. But hey, don't think too much of it. We might see future Packers that when we draft them, oh yeah, I seen them in the combine. That's all we need to do with this. We don't need to crown these people just for running a fast 40. Okay, that doesn't always translate. But on that note, we out of here and shit. I see y'all tomorrow.